telling me to let me, just let me,
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me, just let me.
Today I thought I would share a quick video on a modification that you can make to a watch like this and many other metal bracelet watches that you might own to really increase its quality, its wearability, and to make it all the more comfortable on the wrist. For those of you who don't know, this is a Bagelsport Nautilus. It's a very strange name that I still can't really get my head around, but it is homaging the Patek Nautilus, and I think it does it in quite a subtle way. It doesn't fully jump into the deep end and copy it wholesale. You can tell by the way the shoulders are a little bit shorter and a bit more recessed that it is a subtle hint to the idea. The watch is still wearing very well. I feel like I am an unofficial brand ambassador for this because my videos have really perpetuated on this channel comparing this to the Didun design Royal Oak. Both of these watches have really pushed the channel's audience quite high, and I can't thank you enough for following, and I'm glad you enjoyed the video. But the watch is still wearing very well. The brushed finish is superb. The scratches don't show on a brushed finish, which is nice. It means that it can wear a lot easier and you don't have to worry so much about it. But the improvement that I've made is over here. If I turn around, you'll see that it now has two little separate wings, which sort of mirror the wings on the sides of the case, which is quite poetic. So this is it. A double deployant clasp that makes the process a lot easier of putting the watch on and taking it off. Makes it a lot easier. It's a lot more comfortable to wear, and something that I highly recommend all of you do when it comes to, if you want to improve this watch. I know this watch isn't exactly breaking the bank, which is a good thing, but this deployant clasp is also, it costs about £2 on eBay. Now I've seen a lot of companies, a lot of micro brands incorporating this exact style of clasp into their models, and they charge a much higher price for them. They might go so far as to engrave their logo onto the polished parts here, or put some perlage in the center, but really this is just a generic double deployant clasp that you can fit to these pieces, and makes the world of difference. And I found this idea because I did a bit of scouring on the internet. I really didn't like the original clasp that came on this. If you remember the review that I did, or if you have seen it or haven't seen it, I'll take you back and you can have a look. I reviewed these two pieces, and this watch beat it hands down because of how spectacular the double deployant is on this model. The milled out pieces are superb, it fits excellently. This, on the other hand, had a very cheap deployant that was you had to actually pull apart to open it up, which is, it's true to what the original Nautilus is about, but it really does not bode much confidence in the wearer. Anyway, so someone had done this experiment before with a model, and I will share a photograph of what it looks like if I can find it. But something that's important to know is that this end link is 16 millimeters in width, and this deployant came off a 18 millimeter leather strap. The strap tapered down to 16, so it allowed for this to fit. It's very important to understand that these parts need to fit together, because if it's loose it won't really work as well. But that's just a small improvement that you can make to the watch, and now putting it on is superb. It fits just as good. Now there's more of a purchase for the underside of the clasp to fit. So on the wrist it is a lot more comfortable. The weight is evenly spaced. It's very important to realize, because the older model, the older cheaper clasp, had a digging in point about here in the center of the wrist, and now because it is much wider spaced, the tension is distributed a lot more evenly across the wrist, making it a lot more comfortable to wear. For anyone who's interested, this watch is still performing flawlessly. All of my watches are still performing very well, and continue wearing them and enjoying them. I mean, the nice thing about these pieces is that they're very affordable. They're very good value for money. So thank you very much for watching this short clip about a home improvement that you can make on this piece to make it all the more wearable. And I'll catch you in the next one.